Hi there. This is a recap video for our third blues lesson in our February 2011 Beginner Blues series.
We started with some disassociation exercises, but in particular figure eights, which look like this. So it looks like I'm making an 8 with my hips. Okay, so let's break those down. Jeff is going to show you the same thing, but from a different angle. Okay, so we start on our right foot with our weight a little bit forward and our knee a little bit bent. Okay, and then we roll our hip back. Oh, so our hip is facing like this corner of the room. Okay, and then we roll our hip back, and now it's facing the back corner. And our knee straightens as we do that, and our weight moves to the back of our foot. Now we move over to this foot, and our knee is bent. You can see our weight is forward again, and our hip is towards the front corner, front left corner. Okay, and then we roll our hip back, our knee straightens, and our hip is facing the back corner. Okay, and we keep doing that. So we shift back over, repeat. Okay, so one thing to see, I'm trying to keep my upper body quiet, so it's moving a little bit with me, but I'm not moving it myself. Like this is me moving it. I'm trying to keep it still, but not frozen, so it's moving naturally with my body.
And if you are having trouble with that, you should know that the movement is going to be a little bit of a contra body motion, which means that when my weight is on my right foot, my upper body is going to turn slightly to the right. When my weight is on the left foot, it'll be slightly turned to the left. Right? So you can see that. Right? And this is in particular important for the leads to keep in mind, because it's this small amount of upper body motion later on that will allow us to do it in a social setting.
Okay, one more thing about figure eights. You can adjust how big they are by, if you want them bigger, you can make your feet a little wider apart and your knees more bent, and then you can make them bigger. And you can also play around with the speed that you do them. So you can make them fast, or you can make them slow, or they can change speeds.
Alright, great. So this is a great solo movement to do, but we're going to now bring it into our partner dancing. We can do it in closed position. So we can put it in between jockeying here. Just initiate it by doing it. And
okay, so what I'm feeling his chest movement in my arm right here. And that's moving my chest. And because I'm keeping my lower body relaxed, I'm also doing figure eights with him. If it were not relaxed, then I'd just be doing weight changes with him.
And once again, leads, it's really important that I'm moving my upper body in this contra body motion. And if you just want to think about it, if it's the natural motion for you, you don't have to overthink it. But if you're having trouble with it, that's what's happening. We can also do this from close embrace. So we've got our figure eights, and we can go back into jockeying. Show you from another angle. Any other comments?
Yeah, one other comment. So fellas, if I don't have to think about doing figure eights, if I'm just relaxed, I'll do them naturally with him. But they look sort of small. So right now, he's leading this motion completely. And I can add in a little of my own and just emphasize them more if I want to.
Great. So then, moved on from that to topics, the topic of musicality. So first thing we want to talk about are adjectives. And you can fill up a whole dance with walking if you vary your walks with different types of adjectives. Right? So you have your standard walk, right? But then you can do small steps, you can do large steps, right? You can have bouncy steps, or very smooth steps. Okay? You can have slow steps, or very fast steps. And there's many others you can think of. You can bring this into a dance. I encourage you to just play around depending on what you feel, what the music sort of suggests to you.
In follows, we have to pay attention to not only that he's leading a step, but the adjective that would describe the step that he's leading. So you have to listen carefully for not just when he leads a step that I'm just stepping, but I want to try to match how he's stepping. And I should feel that all in the connection.
Okay. And leads. The way I communicate this is not by muscling the follow around with my arm, but rather I just have this solid connection here in my arm, and I just do the movement, and she'll feel that through the connection. All right. The next aspect of musicality we wanted to talk about was characters, bringing a specific character that you have in mind into the dance. So, for example, some songs, like the Pink Panther song, makes you feel like it brings a sleuthy, sneaky character, and your movement is going to just sort of be informed by this character. Also, there's the song was very happy, and you're just frolicking through the field, something like that. So we can bring that also into walking. Okay? So again, sneaky walks. Versus our happy walks. Okay. We did the exact same walk, but bringing this extra character into the dance, made it a completely different dance.
And this is something that can be led by either the lead or the follow. This character. The lead can lead in, the follow can join in on the character, or the follow can suggest maybe this should be happy, and you can look happy in your movement while still following, and maybe the lead will pick up on that.
And I encourage you leads to be receptive to the characters that the follow suggests. So yeah, and once you've done this with your walks, and you can fill up whole songs with just doing this with walks, you can start bringing that into other aspects of your blues dancing and Lindy dance and others as well. Okay, so this is our last video with you guys this series. So thank you so much, and see you next time.